Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Kenshi, where our travellers are making their way back home. For some, this isn't home. This is the first time they are travelling to Sand City, and that travel isn't without its troubles, as Oberlin has found out. Oberlin, unfortunately, has been travelling by herself, and well, we know that Oberlin is more than fast enough to outrun many of the foes that will be attempting to cause trouble. Chirk is another who seems to be in a little bit of trouble. Chirk being one of the new folks that has come along with Park, very, very close to Sand City now, and actually being tailed by a berserker. The berserkers more than likely are coming from the exile camp once again, and, well, while the berserkers once upon a time were a problem, I don't think they're going to be as much of a problem anymore. Let's see if Park is able to take care of them on the way back here. He's definitely got the attention of one. Sablette over here, you just keep on running as Park really opens up with a very strong strike, missing that second attack, but coming through. Oh, we have another berserker here, Park. Watch out, my friend. Keep on dodging. You, sir, are a god. You're a god. That's what you are. Oh, some rough hits, though. Come on, Park. Take them down. Take them down, buddy. You can do this. Just a few good strikes. That one should nearly be out at this stage. Let's just have a look and see. Yeah, I mean, their left leg's completely damaged. Park, unfortunately, is having a little bit of trouble. Ah, there we go. The nice big hit to the head is enough to take that one down. And surely this one isn't going to be able to last that long against the master. The martial master, Park, as he just starts to tear at them. I mean, without having any armor as well, they're going to really struggle. We could try and take these fragment axes that they have. At the very least, we want to take them and then just chuck them on the ground. They could probably survive their wounds. So let's go ahead, pick this up for now, and just drop them down. What we are going to probably do here, though, is look at picking up this berserker after we give them a little bit of first aid. Let's see. Because, well, we need to do training, and we might need some of these unsavory sorts to do that. Oberlin, don't worry, we will check on you in just a moment, but first we need to make sure that we lock up this one who is, well, so determined to do us harm. Oberlin is outrunning yet another group of bandits that's trying to chase her down. Yeah, you're gonna get away from them just fine, as is everyone else. Now, Sand and the others, they are on their own journey. Ridley, unfortunately, who is with Sand and the others, seems to be well ahead, actually, at this stage. Seem to be getting attention from somewhere. We look pretty clear. Well, you carry along your way, Ridley. We'll keep an eye out for you. But Ridley and Sand and the others, they're actually on their way to Squid. Let's hope that they can make it without, pulling any foes from down there. Looks like the ones that we have are trailing us, but very, very far away. We have had one casualty during all of this as well. Gotaga the Great. Gotaga was attacked and mauled by big things. I don't know how Gotaga strayed so far from our pack, but unfortunately, Gotaga will not be joining us back at home. No. Our journey continues. For some, it is a lonely journey. For others, they are still traveling in their pack. Soon, though, we'll be converging on Squid. Well, we can see that Park is back where he, well, does his best work, and all the others have joined Park in here in the Iron District, where we're going to be producing the weapons and armor necessary to outfit this group. We have a lot of training, a lot to learn, a lot to accomplish, so let's get underway. And so they get to work. and there's a lot of work to do. We've got them working on some, well, basic jobs to start with to get them underway, while we still have others in the field. But eventually, they will all be trained. All of our Iron District and others will be trained, and we will be looking at having more of our skilled workers remaining here and having our armies, our legions, heading out into the field. That's the plan. We'll see if we're able to work it that way. And just checking back in on our travelers here, it looks like a little bit of damage has been done to Shrike, but they are able to move still. Beep on the shoulder of sand is nice and safe. They continue to run on. Well, it seems some hungry bandits made a horrible mistake. A horrible mistake, as Dogmeat is just tearing through those that have been following our group for quite a while. And yeah, you're just gonna carry along your way, aren't you? Well, our group has been able to reconvene in Squid. All together now, we're going to investigate the bars here to see if there's anyone else that we might be able to grab. Dogmeat, you're looking perfectly fine. Alright, Sand, let's head inside here and see what awaits us. Everyone else is still following us at this stage, well, the majority are. Let's see. No one really to talk to, unfortunately. Just a whole heap of guards. We will try the other in the hopes that we can garner some interest just down the other end. Well, actually, that's our old home. A little too far. Here we go. That's what we're after. Some of the others are malnourished, but they will eventually work their way back up from that state as they continue to munch on some food. Looks like we've got someone here that we might be able to have a chat to. Ah, Flotsam Ninjas. Well, I think we're okay with them right now. Unfortunately, for now, Squid is without folk for us to recruit, and so we're going to grab the rest of our travelers and we are going to make our way back to Sand City. We can see that it's looking pretty populated right now. Yeah, we've got quite a few people here. We can see a lot of activity in the Iron District with, well, materials being constructed. Park is working on some new weapons, these spiked clubs, which I hope are going to help us out a little bit more in the future. Sad Neil is doing what Sad Neil does best, standing around aimlessly. Oh, my friend. So there is an invalid item in there at the moment, which is this one here. I'm assuming you either can't take that out or yes, that seems to be the case. Let's give you your backpack back, buddy. There you go. You can now go ahead and move things around. That poor sucker. Let's see, Sad Neil, are you able to? Yes, you are. You're able to continue working. Very proud of you, my friend. Very proud of you. Probably don't need to be holding on to that piece of bread. Just saying, you don't eat food. Oh dear. Saru is back to work making this chainmail for us. We've got Dirt working on some black cloth shirts. Now, really, the quality of that doesn't matter so much, so this is a good way for us to improve the armor skill of some of our other folk here. Bakani is working on some chainmail sheets, albeit in slow motion. But that's okay. You're eventually going to get better. Unfortunately, we can see that the crafting speed is like, you know, it's okay. Could be worse, could be better, I suppose. But no, we're going to go ahead and run with that. And we do want to try and get backpacks for everyone. Yeah, see, is that... Oh, hi there, Hanbu. What are you trying to do there, buddy? Let's go give you a backpack, huh? Yeah, I think we're going to have a look at the others that were brought back and just make sure that we've got them wearing their backpacks again, because that's going to help them actually do work. Otherwise, they're going to have a hard time hauling the resources that they need. Yeah, it's been a little while since we've checked in on our Leaf District, but the Leaf District is still going very, very well. We can see them all decked out in their hats, and unfortunately with that missing arm, but they're all really quite quick on their feet. Mew, what's your athletics at the moment? 84. Yeah, they're excellent runners because, well, they've been doing a whole heap of that. And with 91 farming, yeah, we've got some good farmers across the board here. Jewel and Kiji and Firebone, really good cooks now at this stage. Azumi, really good at farming and obviously is our chief scientist now at this stage. Lo, absolutely brilliant farmer. Hammer, same deal there. Just across the board, really, really good farmers. So I don't feel like we're going to ever have to touch the Leaf District again at this point. Dogmeat, we've got to be close now, huh? Yeah, they're on their way down the hills. We can see them slowly making their way down there. And are you watching out for us up there? You are. Look at you just hanging up there on that turret. We probably actually don't need you to be doing that for us, so yeah, you can jump off for now. We've got Bargok and Green who are keeping watch. These watchful eyes as Oberlin makes her way back in. Welcome back, Oberlin. It's good to have you here. Let's see. You're fine. It's just a little dust storm. You'll make it through before long. As they make their way back in here, we will be giving jobs out to everyone. And once the Iron District is at a point where, well, it's it's kind of getting to now where everything that needs to be done is getting done, we're going to have a look at finding ways in which we might be able to train some of these new folks that have decided to join up with us. We're going to have to make sure that we give them armor that reflects their skill, which isn't a lot right now, so we're going to be looking at either medium or light armor, something that isn't going to diminish their skill all that much, so we might have to have a look through our coffers to see what we have available to us. Our last two travelers, which are still on their way home, are Stubbs Mamuso and Seto. They have a decent ways to go before they have arrived back in friendly territory. So let's wish them all the best as they make their way along this lonesome road, unfortunately unarmed, which, well, it's probably better that they just stay running for now. The gods of Kenshi be with you. Well, actually going through our stock, I've just found that there is an arm here that Ant is going to be able to use. So, Ant, it's your lucky day. Make your way over here and we'll get that arm equipped onto you. It's a really good arm at that. It's a freaking masterwork arm. Now, there is a leg in there, but unfortunately it is a right leg. Lars is in need of a left leg, and Lars has kind of just been hanging out in here for a good long while. I'm sorry, my friend. We will have one for you before long. We promise you that much. Some of the others are in between work at this stage, or rather their talents aren't needed just yet. We'll make sure that we find something for them to do, though. Something that I really want to get for us is the ability to craft our own crossbows. We will need some engineering research for that, which we don't have currently, unfortunately. What I'm wanting to see eventually here is every station being worked at, which I think we'll be able to get to eventually. We're just not quite at that stage yet. Well, things are certainly looking pretty busy in here overall. We've got people working all over the show. Sand seems to get a little stuck from time to time, and I think it might be because he's just got a little bit on his mind, or rather in his inventory. Yeah, we'll help him out where we can. And I think, you know what, I feel like we should probably drop off some of these things here. Like, yeah, why not? I feel like that might make a little bit of a difference there. That head will get sold eventually, but it'll have to go to the right kind of buyer. We actually have Beep working on some medicine for us at the moment, which I feel like is a terrible idea, but I feel like we've had worse ideas, so we'll see where this one takes us. Beep, good luck at making that medicine, my friend. Well, right now we are in need of leather. A lot of leather, and we've received some dried meat. Interesting. I don't know why we received dry meat, but we did. So what I'm going to do is look to see who is kind of hanging about right now. Bakani, you don't have too much to do at this stage, so we're going to have a look at getting you to do a little bit of a run for us. I've slowly been equipping folks as we've been getting more equipment, or rather sorting equipment out. And we're going to continue doing that, but I think we want to get Makani and Gary to go out on the road to see if we can't do a little bit of a, haul. Ooh, we have some spiders. Spiders that are, well, trying to roam close and are, well, dying. Bargak and Green are certainly still keeping these city walls nice and safe. Well, Makani, there is one thing of leather here, which is pretty bad. That's really not going to help us out much at all. We can get leather by going after animals, and that's probably going to be the best thing that we can do at this stage. Looks like we might be able to pick up a few more faces here, so yeah, let's go ahead and increase our ranks. Just another dirt. Well, I guess there's a lot of it around. Well, we have quite the hiver presence here, making their way into Sand City. Sand's going to take a little bit of a break just to have a chat to see what they might be offering, if they have anything worthwhile for us to acquire. Hopefully some limbs. We will see. Okay. Kind of not what I was hoping for, really. Lots of what we have already. We would buy lots of green fruit if we could from them, but there's nothing. So, yeah, you kind of have what we have, and that's not going to help us out at all. You can see that we already have quite a bit of decent equipment just kind of hanging about here that we could sell, but really, again, there's nothing that we want from them, so we won't be able to do much of a trade. The best that we can do right now is just to allow time to flow on. Slowly but surely, some of our others are making their way back here. We got Dirto and Makani, along with Gary, making their way back inside the wall, safe and sound, and Sand City continues to churn. We suffered quite the defeat before, but here in Sand City, it's just carrying on. You almost wouldn't know the difference, if not for the torches that continue to grow on our hill, marking those that have fallen. The pace of Kenshi at this stage will be changing a little from what we've experienced before. I'm going to have to do quite a bit off camera, as it's going to be, well, rather repetitive. Most of it is building up our armory, making sure that we have enough equipment to equip all of our various warriors. But they have a lot of experience to gain. We're going to have to patrol the nearby area, finding what unsavory sorts we can, and teaching our young fighters how to defend themselves against that group so that they might be able to properly defend themselves against the Holy Nation. For now, Sand City will continue to grow in number and in wealth, more than likely attracting the attention of the various factions throughout this waste. And so, the time shall continue to tick like sands in the hourglass. I'll see you all once something of import takes place. I believe we are in need of yet another steel refinery, maybe even more than just the one. We need to make sure that this thing gets constructed. Sand, thank you very much for getting that done. We still have some others that are proper engineers, which will get this up and running before too long. We've got lots of iron plates. It's just really this process of getting iron bars does take that little bit longer, so we will be expanding. Now that we have more hands, we can afford to have people working machines during the day. So that is our plan. I do want to quickly reflect on our food situation, which is really good. We have a lot of food, many chew sticks, and a decent amount of dust witches as well, so the kitchen is staying very busy. I haven't checked in on our rum for a little while. It hasn't been as much of a focus from what you can see, and I think it might be down to water. Water does seem to be something that we are kind of struggling with, which is strange considering we actually have so much of it. Yeah. For some reason, we just don't seem to be storing it all that well. We have many wells which are in operation at the moment. It seems we're using a lot of the water. And then again, look at that. they're all just sitting there. So I think I'm going to need to get some folks to make them focus purely on water and getting water to these storages. And our man of the hour is going to be Hex. We do need to get him equipped with a large backpack though, because, well, it takes quite a bit of water. So Hex, you can go back to doing what you want to do, and looks like it is going to be hauling water to those tanks, which is exactly what we need. As long as we're hauling water to them, it'll allow these wells to continue to produce, and that's exactly what we want. So he's just kind of going to be going back and forth between the two here, and he seems to be doing that without breaking. So Hex, thank you very much. That is really appreciated. That large backpack can take quite a few things of water. Hopefully he is going to be able to make it towards the, the wells that are fuller at the back here. He seems to be focusing on the ones at the front more often than not. There we go. That's what we're after. Make it towards those ones there. So I feel like having water stashed up in here is going to allow, well, more brewing and other activities to take place. We can see that it is going away quite quickly. Our farmers are coming and grabbing that water. They have been running to these wells to grab it as well, but yeah, we still have a decent stockpile in these ones back here. However, I think we still might need a few more, because we are building up a bit of a stockpile, but it's not quite enough. I feel like we're going to need more than what we have down here, because this should be filling up a lot more than it is. So I think it's time for us to expand this out a little bit further. So we're going to go for 3 new wells and see how that works out for us. We have the iron plates to be able to accomplish that, so let's see it get done. And even here in our animal feed, we have a fair amount of food for them, so I'm not concerned at this stage. Our steel refinery here is nearly complete. We just need a little bit more work done on it. Rain brings some more materials across here. Soon we'll have another one of those up and running, and over here we will have these wells going to, providing us more water so that we can feed our armies and, well, feed the city and produce some sweet, sweet booze at the same time. And we have ourselves a refinery. Fantastic. So we should see this get underway before long. Excellent. Baj, you are going to be the one that's going to be running that for us. So I wish you the best of luck there, my friend. The first of our 3 wells has been constructed. Not too much longer before we have the other 2 up and running, so we're going to have to make sure that we include them in the, in the rotation there. Hex, can we make sure that you are also going towards... Actually, yeah, we don't need to do that, because you're just going to be hauling. Yeah. You just continue doing what you're doing, my friend, because, well, slowly but surely it's working. I just want to see more water pile up there. I want to see 100 there, and I want to see 100 here. Eventually we'll get that. Well, 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 we have ourselves another visitor. And it looks like it is, well, not hives this time, so there's a chance that we might have something a little bit more interesting. A nomad animal trader. Yes, yes, please. Oh my gosh. Mini goats. You've even got some bulls. That's tempting. You've got a very little Garu with you. Yeah, I think we could see what we could do there. Oh, okay. Right, they are expensive, but I feel like it's definitely worth it. Obviously, picking up a bone dog. The goat is a maybe. We can obviously get quite a bit, but there's quite a few goats here. It's more to feed, but they are actually pretty good in combat. The bone dogs, that is. The goats, yeah, they're not bad. Getting some pack bulls, though, I feel like that's a good purchase for us because they can do a lot of damage, and picking up another pack beast, sure. It's expensive, but I feel like they are going to be worthwhile. Okay, so we need some names. We are going to start with Bulu, as, well, we need to keep this a little easy. Yes, we are, we're good to go, thank you. Oh, and there were others. Well, I guess that's that. I guess we have Pack Bull and Pack Beast. Well, you do what you gotta do. Let's get all of you just following Gary for now. I feel like that'll be the best move for them. Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm really wanting to up our steel output at this stage, and since this is the Iron District, we are going to get it working in overdrive. We have 3 new steel refineries that are going to be constructed. It's going to take a bit of work for us to be able to do it, but it's going to allow us to start stockpiling steel, which right now it's really not something that we've done for a while. Yeah, we've been using it very, very quickly, and the more of it we can get stashed away, the better equipment we'll be able to build in the long run. Well, all the wind is certainly helping us out at the moment. We haven't had any problem with power at all. Our usage has actually been rather low, which, yeah, I mean, we'll run with that. That is a-okay in my book. We have our iron deposit fully manned at this stage, and it is outputting a really decent amount. We can see how quickly that iron is coming out of here, especially with experienced workers like Oberlin. Just yeah, that's absolutely flying at this stage. So we're gonna have some busy folks, Stubbs, running things back and forth here, making sure that those machines are locked and loaded and pumping out those plates. Right at the moment, you might hear that the wind has gone very, very still. We have actually been running through that battery bank of ours. Our power consumption, as you can see, is fluctuating a fair bit here, but I've actually got Kiji creating some fuel for us. We have 2 of these small generators up on the run. I want to try and see if we can get all 4 going, and I think we're going to try and have someone here making biofuel for us more often, just so we have a bit of a stockpile, so that if we have something like this in the future, we won't be completely screwed. So let's see if we can get another one up and running there, Kiji. One more, thank you. And I don't know where the other thing of fuel went there. Did it go into one of these? I think it went into this one here. So we'll just go ahead and take that one and go over to the other side. And I think you keep on putting it in there, don't you? Yeah. Thank you for being responsible, Kenshi, but we actually wanted to go in that one. Thank you. And so we can see that we just got it above. We can see the power consumption is fluctuating, but we're keeping it above just for now. So I think if we have maybe another 1 or 2 generators, we should be able to get through these kind of lulls. You can see that we're going to be regaining power ever so slowly. With 1 more fuel though, we will be able to get this up and running. Okay, so Kiji, we're going to pause that. We're going to go over to here, and we're going to drop that one into there, and there we go. We are looking good. So, is Kiji the right person for the job here? I am not 100% certain on that. Kiji, we do need you to be cooking more often than not, so I'm going to release you from this job for now. I'm going to see if we can find someone else maybe to do it. And you know what? Let's see. Ant, we've given you a new arm just recently. You've got a new lease on life. How about we go ahead and give you some new responsibilities? So we'll go and get rid of all of those jobs there, and it's a lot of jobs. Our farmers do a lot of things. But that is now your top priority, is making biofuel for these generators. Now, I think I want to have a fuel storage just next to it so that we're not actually putting it in the generators. I think that'll be the idea. So let's see. We want fuel. Storage, fuel, fantastic. So let's go ahead and just place that right behind you there so that it'll be nice and easy for you to do. We obviously are going to need the others to run over to start constructing that. You can see here that we have some of these underway. We need 4 more to be able to get this green fruit one up and running. I think we're just going to have to send either Sand or Park out, or one of our other faster friends, perhaps one of our folk from the Leaf District, to do a little bit of work trying to track down some green fruit for us. We could probably get that from over in the Fertile Valley, where a lot of the green fruit comes from these holy farms, as long as someone's quick on their feet. Yeah, that's kind of got me thinking that it needs to be sand. I guess we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. All we need to get the fuel up and running is just 1 iron plate, so hopefully the iron district is going to be able to pump that out before long. Most of those iron plates are going over here, but I'm sure we can convince one of our folks to do that for us. And thankfully the wind has picked back up. We're looking much better. And I think for now we'll be able to turn off these machines and save whatever power we have left at this point. There we go. Done. Our need for iron has increased significantly, so we are going to be chucking down another ore drill around here as, well, we're really starting to ramp up production. We're going to have to make sure that we have a really decent amount of battery storage now, because we are producing enough power. We just need a lot more batteries so that should anything go wrong, we'll be covered. So we might need another one of these homes here. You know what, we already have a space that we're not entirely using at this stage, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get some of that built here, some more batteries. Well, we have another 6 that are going to be joining the fold. Hopefully we'll be able to get those up and running before long, because, well, we're gonna have our power usage increase, and so just being able to store that much more for those non-windy days, I feel like it'll be a pretty good plan for us. I mean, we can really go almost quite overboard. We have quite a large building here, so we could really deck this thing out with, well, batteries. I think we're going to try and do it in sections of 6, though, at a time, just so that we don't overwhelm our engineers, because our engineers are mostly from the iron district, and we don't want to pull them away from their jobs there because, well, we also need to be creating the materials to make those batteries. Yeah, we're getting there, bit by bit. Well, we are continuing to progress. Slowly but surely, we are getting back up on our feet and going well past that. We're moving from a walk into a run. However, we need to be sure that that run is not a sprint. We want Sand City to be able to stand against the test of time. Our industry is growing to match our output. Our weapons and armor is stronger than ever before. On some of our new folk with staffs and spite clubs, we have Edge Type 1 blades. It's masterful. This is, yeah, Park is making some fantastic weapons for us. And while I would like to continue today's episode, we are unfortunately going to have to wrap things up there. It might not seem like it, but I have already been playing for hours on end to get our city back up and running, and there is still a lot of work to do. Most of that is going to happen behind the scenes and well, something of a montage. Living out here isn't going to be without its dangers, so when those dangers present themselves, I'll be sure to show you the results of those fights. For now though, that will bring about the end of today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a like or a comment to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, the Unbroken continue, and I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome, and until next time, stay